You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Mrs. Hogg? Hey, Carla Prince. What's up to the members? Shout out to the members who pay a small fee of $1.99 per month to support the Hood Table and be a member of the Hood Table. Anybody else who would like to become a member, to get special badges and also, let's see, hold up. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I missed somebody. But anyway, you get like special badges and you also get like special lives with me and one-on-ones with me and, different things, gifts and, prizes and all kind of things that we do. All kind of things that we do. And also this Friday, speaking of which, what is this Friday? Today is Hey, where's my calendar? Oh yeah, okay. Today is the 15th. So this Friday on the 20th, we are going to have um another giveaway. We're gonna have another giveaway, and of course, you have to be a member to do those. And basically, we just pull names. We just pick names from the members, and that's who basically wins. And you either get a prize, my choice, where I just surprise you by going shopping. Many of our members can testify that I actually do go shopping, and I actually do pick up purchase gifts and gift bags and mail out gifts. I done mailed out T-shirts and all kind of other stuff because we do got our own the Hood Table, brand. We are an LLC. We have clothing and coffee mugs and all kind of other stuff. That's over on Teespring. But anyway, yes. So this Friday we're gonna have another giveaway. And last month we were like at the point where everybody over the last since I started giving the giveaways, every member had got something. Every member had one. So basically, we're starting all over. We're starting all over and, just randomly picking a name. And we always randomly pick a name, but we make sure that we go through all the names, that everybody gets a chance to win something. And then we start all over again. So as our membership grows, as we start getting a lot of members, then we'll have several giveaways every month. As many as it takes to make sure we get through all of our members and everybody gets a chance to win something. Because I don't believe in people paying to be a part of something and we have like gifts and prizes and somebody says I ain't never got anything, But I know how that feels to never win anything. Hey Sadie, what's up, Sadie? Finally, you know what you want. Okay, thank you. Sadie one, like I be calling him that because I love when I used to watch Steve Harvey and Sadie's girlfriend would always was Cedric's girlfriend would always call him Sadie. But yeah, Cedric won months ago and I keep telling him, you ain't told me what you want. You ain't told me what you want. So okay, I'll get you one of our the Hood Table coffee mugs, and just you got my phone number and everything, so you can hit me up, text me, inbox me on Facebook, whatever. Get me your address, and I'll send that off to you. Unless you're going to be coming home soon, coming back to the O soon, then I could just, you know, give it to you personally. But yes, everybody, please come on in, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed, and hit that notification bell. And again, if you want to become a part of the membership, please hit the join button, which is right next to the subscribe button. But how is everyone? I hope everyone is doing okay. Matter of fact, let me ooh, I always forget to share. Uh okay. Oh, you'll be here next month? Okay. Okay. What I'll do is I'll order a coffee cup. When people want like the hood table items, I place the order through Teesprings myself, and then I just send it out. But if you're going to be here next month, I'll place the order like this week, so it'll be there by the time you get here next month. And I'll just give it to you personally. Thank you so very much, and I appreciate everybody, the members, our supporters, people who send cash app, super, people who like the videos, share the videos, people who are just here to listen to our entertainment, especially on Friday nights, on Friday Night Lives, man, we be so lit every Friday night live. It's like, child, we be lit on Fridays at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time every Friday. It's our 9 p.m. show, no holds barred, no topics off limit. We be around here just cutting up. We can have up to 10 people on the screen, and we all be just cutting up on here on the screen and in the chat. But you said it's 3 degrees here. You cold. Now that's in Texas, right? Because my cousin, matter of fact, my cousin is in San Antonio. And she's from here. So she's born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska. And then she moved down south, when she was like teenage age. And her mother moved her down south. And so Texas down there in San Antonio, they don't really get snow like that, but obviously they got some snow. And she had posted on her Facebook. She was like, I know y'all gonna remember the next time y'all ask for some snow. Because she's used to the snow. She's used to inches and stuff like that up here in Omaha, Nebraska. And as soon as some snow fall down south, everybody shut down everything. They shut down the whole city because they don't have trucks and all that kind of stuff like they do up here, in the Midwest or the East Coast, where it be a lot of snow. Up north we get snow, that's normal. But yeah, and we got over the last 2 weeks all together over the last 2 weeks, we didn't got about, I want to say maybe 18 inches of snow in the last 2 weeks. At one time, we got like 12 to 13 inches of snow. And then it snowed like a few inches every few days, darn near, up until I think it snowed like 2 days ago again. But yeah, so in the last 2 weeks, we didn't got like 16 to 18 inches of snow, and it's been terribly cold up here, terribly cold. It was negative 14 degrees last night. Tonight it's supposed to be negative 20 degrees. And when I was looking at my hold on, because I watch KETV. Sometimes I watch the other channels too, but only if they got like something in particular on there that I really want to see. But normally I watch KETV. And right now on KETV, on their app, it says right now it's negative 9 degrees. So, Cedric, you doing a little better than us. You said it was 3 degrees down there. Wow. Oh yeah, I did hear that y'all ain't got, man. Man, I guess it's better what they're doing to us, what they're forcing on us, towards, 2.8 million people without power for 12 hours. That's a long time. In the cold, that's a long time. And when the power do go out, like in the wintertime, you lucky if you have a gas furnace or I mean like a gas stove or something like that, because we have, and everything in our house is electric. So even the thing on the wall, is electric to turn the furnace on. Our stove, we got the black glass top, stove, so that's electric. And if when the heat goes out here in the wintertime, we just be cold. We ain't got no stove like they do in the old days, how they can just crank up the stove when the electricity go out, and the gas stove, and you heat up the whole doggone house with that big old stove. We ain't got that. And it's like, it sucks when the power goes out in the wintertime and you have no heat at all. And if you live in like an old house, like if you live in an old house without no insulation, the heat that's in your house um does not stay very long when you living in an old house with, barely any insulation in the walls. And thank you. What's up, Wilby's Comfort Food? Thank you, Mrs. Hogg, and thank you, Wilby's Comfort, telling them to smash that like button, hit that like button, stomp on that like button when y'all come into the chat. That's your way of showing a little love. That's your way of, showing a little support, because every YouTuber know that the likes really help, with the analytics, when YouTube decides whose video they're going to have running down the side while watching what you want to watch. They be advertising other YouTubers on the side of the screen. So that does count, y'all. That does count. And one of my videos, my top video at this time, be getting suggested to so many people by YouTube. That video, the Walmart video, when those people was fighting, and that lady, that man in the head with a skillet, and I happened to be there recording that video right there, y'all. So yeah, the likes and things like that, they do help, when YouTube is referring a video to you or suggesting you watch a video. That video right now is over 244,000 views. So that is my top video on my YouTube channel at this time. So thanks to everybody. So many people have shared that video. That video is hilarious. But if you have not seen that video, just look it up. It's called Fight Today at Walmart, or I can drop the link in the chat if some of y'all want to check it out who haven't seen it. But it's hilarious. The police was involved in everything. I had to come to the defense of a crippled man, and oh God, it was a mess. But anywho. You said let you slide over to her. Thank you, Deborah. What's up, fam bam? You said we are better off other parts of the country. Yeah. If you're warm right now, please don't take it, for granted, because it's cold as shit up here. It's cold. It's so cold up here. I walked outside and I think about 5 seconds was enough, because I just had to get some air. I work from home, so I'm always at home, and then we're quarantining. We trying still doing the social distancing pretty much, so I'm always at home, like always at home. And I was talking to my homegirl Keisha. I was talking to her today. We was on the phone for a little while today, and I was like, I said, girl, I'm really starting to go stir crazy. I'm really starting to go stir crazy. I cannot wait till this pandemic. I don't know when it's going to be over. I don't know if it'll be over, if it'll ever go away. I don't know, but we are now going on like the second year, because remember when the pandemic first hit the fan, it was around this time when it first hit China. Like last year was around this time, and then about time spring or summertime came, they was talking about it here in the United States. So we approaching, like the second year of going into this pandemic, and I'm like, is it ever going to go away? And what do you guys think about the vaccine? I know several people who have gotten really sick from the vaccine. One of my fellow YouTubers, Nicole Tyler, please check out her channel. I was just talking to somebody earlier today. She has a wonderful channel. Very funny lady, comedian at heart. She is very funny and talented. She took the vaccine because she's a healthcare worker, and she was forced to take it. And the very next day, she came down very ill, and it's been like 3 weeks now. She can't even get up out the bed, barely breathe, horrible coughing, horrible aches and pains. She was perfectly fine, no prior health concerns, nothing like that. They told her to take the vaccine, and the very next day, she was like down for the count. So her daughter, and I'm gonna have to share her I'm about to share her GoFundMe on my YouTube, my main wall on my YouTube wall. I'm gonna share Nicole's GoFundMe. Her daughter actually created it. Nicole, I don't think she wanted to create it. She's not the kind of person who I'll say be like one of those people on social media always asking for shit. So her daughter did set that GoFundMe up for her. People have been donating, so I'm gonna donate and I'm gonna share the link on my wall. But yeah, there's a lot of people who took the vaccine and have got extremely ill. But like they say, it's like, okay, so yeah, there are some people who getting ill from the vaccine, but there was like millions who died, across the entire world before the vaccine came out. So, should we take it? Should we not take it? And I ain't judging nobody who don't take it. Trust and believe. I ain't judging nobody who don't take it because I don't want to take it. I'm scared to take it. Shoot, I ain't even gonna lie. You said how Keisha's doing. Keisha, she's doing a little better right now. She's at home quarantining. She's trying to stay safe, stay out of the cold elements, and get back to get better. So please continue to keep my weekend co-host, my Friday night live co-host. Please keep her in your prayers. My beautiful friend Keisha. Hey Nikki, is that Nikki Green? In Green, I think that's Nikki Green. You said, hey, I'm in the same boat as you with the electric. Yeah, man, it's like I grew up with a gas stove. Every house we lived in, every house has always had a gas stove. But when I got older and I realized that with them gas stoves, sometimes you have to drop to the floor with a long lighter and light that bad boy underneath. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. And then like sometimes you have to, like worry about fumes. And there's been times where I had a gas stove in the past and I would forget to turn the bad boy all the way off. And I would walk away. Then I come back or in the house or come back in the kitchen and I smell like what is that? Then I hear this tick 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 tick. The doggone gas stove still be on, the fire ain't there, but the tick tick boom, that's still there. And I'm like, oh hell no. Hell no. And I had young kids at the time. I'm like, if my grown ass can forget or not turn the whole gas stove off, so yeah. After that house, I made sure every stove after that was electric. But then, like, now when it's freezing cold temps and the power is out, or they talking about doing power outages, like I don't know what time the power go out, y'all. So trust and believe if you was watching this video or you come in after this video is over and rewatch the video, if the screen just goes black like that, it ain't because I ain't paid my electric bill. Okay? Because if there ain't no other bill that gets paid on time in this house is the light bill, the Wi-Fi bill, the light bill and the Wi-Fi bill. Those are the two main important bills that get paid in this house because of the fact that I work from home and I need Wi-Fi and computer access to work from home. So I'm telling you, I will pay the Wi-Fi and the electricity bill before I pay rent, before I pay a car note, before I pay, well, I gotta have my cell phone. You gotta have my cell phone because we ain't got no home phone. So that's up there too. The cell phone, the Wi-Fi, and the electricity. But yeah, those are two bills. I don't ever call OPPD and be like, I need to make a payment arrangements. Now I'll call MUD and be like, I can put 5 on it right now. And I can put another 5 on it when I get paid and another 5. Nah. But you know what I'm saying? I don't mess around with that electricity bill because with no electricity, I can't even work. What you gonna tell your boss when you work from home that you mismanage your finances one month and you can't get online, you can't use your computer, you don't have no Wi-Fi, and everybody is working at home. You don't even have an office to go to if your power goes out at home. What you gonna do? And everybody at home, like almost all big companies, most of their workers are at home. So you don't have to go out there and find a job at a gas station or at a restaurant or something. But Nicole, yes, the tick tick boom be countdown on them gas stoves when you don't turn that knob all the way. I used to be so scared. I used to be terrified when I had a gas stove. But the thing about it again is they make good for when the power goes out in the wintertime. Shoot, turn that bad boy on, open that oven door. Man, the whole house, the whole block be toasty. Shoot, you be melting the snow outside the house. That's how hot the house get with the oven on. But then it's not too safe to have the oven on like that all the time either. So, you know. But 402 Revenue said the power grid should strong enough to withstand temperatures of -100 below zero, like the facilities in Antarctica. I wish. I wish. Shoot. I told my son today, my youngest son who still stays at home after his first class, of his college courses, after their first class for the day was over, I said, you need to go outside and you need to warm your car up for at least about 10-15 minutes. He was like, I ain't going nowhere. Mama, it's like -10 degrees outside. Why I gotta go outside and warm my car? I'm like, you either warm it up each and every day for a few minutes, or you won't have anything to warm up because the whole thing just gonna break down on you if you don't warm your car up a few minutes every day. Because of the severe temps outside. So he was like, okay, go outside, warm the car up. But yeah, see, I only got a 1-car garage. Maybe one day I'll have a 2-car garage so I can buy me another car to keep in that other spot because he's still gonna be outside. But he's like, Mom, you need to get a house with a 2-car garage so I can put my car in the garage. I said, no, I don't, because as soon as I buy a 2-car garage, I'm going to want to buy me a second vehicle because I already want to buy me a second vehicle. The only reason why I haven't bought me a second vehicle is because of the fact that I only have a 1-car garage and my driveway isn't the kind of driveway where it like spreads out so you can pull up over here on the side of the garage, or and we got street parking, but it's like so many cars already that be parked across the street. I mean, shoot, the people across the street from us got like 20 cars by they goddamn go sell. And when I say they got 20 cars, if Keisha's in the chat, she can testify. My neighbors across the street got like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They got like 11 cars. And they drive, and they got like 8 of them in the yard. They got like 4 or 5 or 6 in the driveway. They got like 2 or 3 in the grass. They got like 3 or 4 on the street. But I did say they were Mexicans, right? Right. No offense. No offense. No offense. But keyword Mexicans. But they cool. They cool. They all right. They cool. And they work they are contractors, so they do contract work. They work on houses. They can build a house from the ground up all by themselves. Everybody in that house is a contractor. I literally watched them when they bought that house. I literally watched them rebuild that whole entire house, from the house to the garage. They even dug up the ground and poured cement so they can get more cars on their property, and they opened up the driveway a lot wider. But even still, with the driveway, they still got like 10 cars in the yard. But they cool as hell. Every time it gets real cold and gets real icy, they come over with a 40-pound bag of rock salt, the good shit, the professional shit. The blue rocks, okay? The blue rocks, they melt the snow and the ice so doggone fast. Like, your ice be gone before you even finish putting the shit down. So every time they come over, they be like, would you like a bag of rock salt? Yes, I would. I sure would. And they always be like, let us know if you ever need some more, because they're contractors, so they keep that shit. They got plenty of that shit. So yeah. They done gave me they only been over here for like a year, and then gave me like 3 bags. And I don't even ask. They just be leaving them at the house. I'll be like, So they cool, they cool. And if I ever need something fixed, ever need something built, I'm sure I can go there and knock right on the door and make out some kind of arrangement. Miss all said I knew they were Hispanic. Yeah, they deep. When I say deep, people come over my house and they looking like, who all those cars belong to? Is they having a party over there? Yeah, I'm like, no, that's every day. They got like 10, 15 cars. Half of them in the yard and half of them in the driveway and the other half on the street. But sure, it shouldn't. It's never a time that can't nobody. They don't nobody got nothing to drive. You know, if one car break down, they got like 20 more to choose from. But yeah, they cool as hell. And the man of the house, he is fine. Ooh, child. If I ever thought about dating a Mexican, he is fine as hell. But he married. He married. I assume he's married. I know it's a woman over there. It's a mother over there too. A woman, a mother, some uncles and cousins, and it's a lot of people over there in that house. But yeah, he got a woman and they got a young child and older kids and stuff. So he taken, but he is fine as hell. That Mexican is shit. Anyway, my sons be cracking up because I'll be like, damn, where that fine ass Mexican is? He outside? They be like, Mama, you need to stop. Oh, see, that's what happens when you're single. Shoot, they all look good. The Mexicans, the Africans, the Japanese, the Chinese, the Indians, they all look good when you're single. But anyhow. You said warmer the car is actually bad for the engine. Yes, you'll have heat for your body, but anytime your engine is sitting still, not moving, doesn't help the car. Now, see, I've never heard that before. Never heard that before for revenue. And I'm 402 revenue, and I'm not saying that you are incorrect. I just never heard that before. I have heard that all my entire life from many people that when it gets freezing cold, you should always warm your car up a little bit, not to get, before you drive it, but even if it's sitting for a whole week, you should warm it up every now and then. But I ain't never tore up no engine from warming up my car in the wintertime when I, before days when I had a garage, like living in the projects or an apartment or living in a house that didn't have no garage. But, yes, Nikki. Instead of Miss Parker, I'm like, Mr. Parker, Mr. Parker, let me holler at you for a minute, Mr. Parker. Sure, yeah. But, yeah, Miss Hall said for the oil. Yeah, I always heard that. I heard, you should have warm it up. It maybe not every day, but maybe like every few days, just let it run for like 5 or 10 minutes, to get the oils running and, things like that. I've always heard that my entire life. If my dad knew that I wasn't warming up my car or that my son was not warming up his car every other day or so for a little while, he would have a fit. He had a fit. Like, what's wrong with you? You ain't teach them boys nothing. But yeah, but isn't called like useless miles on the engine. And see, that's what my son did tell me that one day. He said, but mom, I'm like wasting gas in my car because I'm not going nowhere. I said, hey, I've always done it. Your grandpa and your uncles, they always taught, us to do that. I even heard it from mechanics before. So I don't know. But let's see. Make sure I ain't missed no comments. Oh, Dewan Hall said this cold weather is Trump's fault. You think so? Is it because he got acquitted? He got acquitted. Now I know a lot of people was like, "Oh, Trump gonna get acquitted." Them charges ain't gonna stick, and I was hoping that they would stick, but he got acquitted. He got acquitted for the second time. For the second time, he got acquitted. And okay, so he got acquitted. That's something we gotta live with. That's something we gotta live with. It ain't gonna kill me that he got acquitted. I'm just glad that he's not sitting up in that damn White House anymore because I'm just glad he's not there anymore. So that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. He's not there. It's a new president. It's a new sheriff in town. So that's good enough for me. A new sheriff and a new Mrs. Deputy, you know, right hand woman is in town. So yeah. Miss Hall said this our generation told us that yeah, that gotta be it. Miss Hall, that gotta be it. I guess the generation before me, a lot of them was told to do that. And maybe that was something to do with, you know, those older cars back then. A lot of the cars they used to make back in the day, them shits, man, I'm telling you, I used to wish our state had a lemon law because every car that I bought, whether it was cash or a lease or you know buy here pay here, every car that I bought like back in the day didn't last no time, like no time. And I had many cars and I was like, it got to a point where I'm like, man, forget all this. From now on, every time I buy a car, it's only gonna be like no more than I don't know 5, 6 years old. Like my car I got now, the last car I had it for 12 years. Bought it brand new, and paid it off. The truck that I got now, it's like 10. It's like 10 years old. So it is time to get another one. So, but I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it because it doesn't have that many miles on it. But I want a new truck. And that's the only reason why I didn't get rid of this one. Because normally, after I pay a car off, if it's too old, I'll just trade it in and buy another one. But this one, even though it's 10 years old, I like it. I love my truck. And it's never given me any issues. Never given me any issues. And it doesn't have that many miles on it. And I don't want to trade it in because I know they won't give me what I think is worth. You know what I'm saying? You know how they are when you trade a car in. They ain't gonna give you what it's really worth. They gonna give you what they know they can get the best advantage with so they can flip it and then try to charge you what you probably bought for it initially. So yeah, I want to keep my truck. I want to keep my white chocolate. And I call her white chocolate. Some of y'all done seen my truck. Some of y'all, excuse me, done seen my truck around town because of my personalized plates. Because I am a custom cake decorator. So if you ever seen some customized plates with the word cake on it, then you done seen me in these streets. But yeah, I want to keep that truck, and that's why I told my son if I ever get a 2-car garage, he's still gonna be out there in the street because that my new vehicle is going right on up in that second stall. So, but trying to refrain. I'm trying to refrain from buying a new vehicle. I'm trying to sit on it a little while and you know think about it before I make another big purchase, a new car, a new SUV because I still want an SUV. But yeah, you said, do we need to do routine maintenance special on the? Hey, said if you want to, man, we can. We can if you want to. Sure. Matter of fact, I wish we could. I wish you was here because I sure would go out there with my camera and my microphone, and I would have you pop up the hood on your car or somebody else's car and kind of like show us around the hood, show us under for the people who don't know really much about cars. There's some men who don't know, but there's more women who don't know, and I know there's some women out there who know their way around a car. So I ain't talking about y'all. I know some of y'all women, y'all daddies or y'all boyfriends or husbands or somebody done taught y'all how to do oil changes, change tires, change belts, filters, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of women like me, I ain't never been taught that shit, and I ain't never wanted to be taught that shit, and that's why I keep some good old insurance all the time. all the time, or make sure we got more than one or more than two vehicles in this house. Everybody got to have a car. If you live with me, you got to have a car, because Tanya do not believe in taking nobody nowhere, and my kids will tell you that. Let their car break down today, and I'm like, okay, how much you need? Let's see. I can tell you what I got. Call your daddy, see what he got. How much you got? We gonna get a car fixed around here, or we gonna get you another one ASAP. ASAP Rocky. We gonna get another one quick, fast, and hurry. Cause I don't. I did the Ubering and the taxiing and the picking up my kids and picking up other folks' kids and the games and the practices and all day life. Two kids playing sports all year round. Man, when they graduated, when the first one graduated, I was like, yes, yes, yes. One down, one to go. Boy, that stuff is draining. I love sports. I love that my kids had something to focus on, some extracurricular activity that kept them in good health, as well as kept them off the streets and taught them a lot of values about teamwork and, responsibilities and all that kind of stuff. But man, that is very draining. And I was working, like, I always keep like two jobs or a job and a possible, you know what I'm saying? And I was going to school full time for some years while they were going to school and playing sports. So trust me, I'm surprised I don't have a whole head of gray hair by now. I'm so surprised. But when that oldest one graduated from high school and got into college, I bought him a car immediately, full cash. I think his first car was 16. Yeah, it was $1,600. Bought it cash, and I said, "This is what you're gonna use. This is your shit." It was in my name. He was under my insurance, but this is your car. And he helped out with the youngest one, helped taking him to practices. And oh God, it was a lifesaver. And then when the oldest one got old enough, all right, we need to teach you how to drive because you get in a car too. He was like, "You gonna get me a car?" I went right on. Where did we go? We went to Facebook. Facebook, they had those ads people be selling. Facebook Market. That's what it's called. Facebook Market. We went on Facebook Market with my youngest son, and I found him a car. And I think they wanted, how much did they want for that car? I think they wanted, I want to say 15, or was it 2,000? I think they wanted 2,000, but we end up paying, did we pay 15? I can't remember. I think we paid around 1,500. So I paid like 16 for my son's first car. Then I paid 15 for my second son's car. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think because they wanted 2,000. I think, and the car, it was an older car. It was a 2000. Oh God, what the hell was it? A 2004, 2005, 2006, something like that. Nissan Altima. The car was beautiful. Not that many miles. Interior to exterior, it was beautiful. It ran nice. I even had a couple of my uncles, come out and check it out, drove it around, all that kind of stuff, to make sure we was getting a good deal. And he had it for a year, and then somebody ran a stop sign and totaled it. So then I had to help him get another car. And for the second car, we put down $3,000. But that was only because I wanted him to have a newer car, with some type of warranty on it and stuff. And student still full time, and I wanted him to have some very, very. His payments is lower than mine. His payments is way lower than mine because we put down so much, and still yet his whole lease was only like 2 years. So we got a good deal on that car, and he still has that car. It's going on year 2 for that car. So yeah, I just believe, if you can, and I know some people be like, I know people who they kids be on the bus, they be walking, and they don't like to take their kids nowhere. They don't like to pick their kids up, and that's how I was. I don't after I did what I was supposed to do for you because you was a young kid and you were underage. I feel like once you get a certain age, I ain't got to do it anymore. I ain't gotta do it. And therefore, if I don't want to be your taxi and your Uber driver anymore, I'm gonna make sure that you got your own transportation. But some parents are like, fuck that. They get their shit when they get their shit. They better work 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 jobs, and get their own car. But I'm like, if you got it and you got some decent kids, they in school, they in college, they working, they good kids, why not help them out with their first car? And if that fails, if they ain't like horrible kids or just bad and acting out and ain't doing shit with themselves and not on drugs and not, what I'm saying? It's just certain things that I think is okay to do for your child, even if they grown, you know? And maybe that's because how it was with me. Like, you know, when I got like a certain age and I started having kids, sometimes it was hard. It was hell. I lived in the projects and it was on Section 8, food stamps, welfare. Whenever I lost a job or, got fired or quit, laid off, it was times where I need my parents. Shoot. And I had to go to them for stuff. Mom, I need to borrow a couple dollars. Dad, I need to borrow a couple. Dad, mom, my car broke. So, and my mother never, like, even with my brothers, never turned us down when we needed something, and that's it regardless of, how she felt about the situation or, well, you got a kid over there, where the baby daddy at, where he over here? I'm like, Mom, really, do we gotta go? Is you gonna help or not? I didn't have to go through none of that shit. So that's why with mine, as long as they stand on the right track and they on the right road, they in college, they working. Like, my son went to college, the oldest one, and now he making $35 an hour. So you know what I'm saying? If I ever need anything from my oldest son, ever, and I don't ever need anything from him, but if I ever did, it is what it is. Like, I mean, Christmas time, Mom, what you want for Christmas? I want this $200 all in one uh slow cooker, crock pot looking thing, and he was like, okay, just send me the link or I'll just cash app you the money you buy it. So it's like he don't have a problem with, helping his mother out or just doing shit. So I'm thankful that, I got some they decent, okay? They decent. They ain't perfect. They ain't perfect, but what kid is and what parent is, we all mess up. We all mess up from being born till we die. We constantly messed up, adults and children alike. And the ones who say they don't ever do shit wrong, they lying. They lying. Got these parents out here raising these kids and they acting like they ain't never walked in their footsteps, ain't never had peer pressure, ain't never had the hots for no boy or no girl, ain't never smashed in the back of a car or, under some bleachers. Parents be acting all holier and thou when they be having kids and then, beat them, break on them, every time they do something wrong. Like, that's one thing I always believed in when I was raising my kids was I always have to sit back and think, did you ever do some shit like this? How did your mom react? What was the resolution? How did y'all resolve the issue? Did you get punished? Did you get spanked? Did you get, so I have to like take in consideration and I'll never tell y'all everything I did bad growing up. I done told y'all a little bit, every now and then I get real transparent with y'all, but when my mother got older and me and my brothers got older and we sat down one time on a holiday and told her some of the shit we did when we was younger, like how my brothers used to help me sneak boys in and they used to spend the night shit, my mother had no idea. No idea. We used to do all kind of shit in the streets and in the house. But yeah, so if I catch up, I ain't never caught a girl in my house before, but I'm gonna be mad, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be mad and I'm gonna be pissed. But oh shit. Matter of fact, somebody just told me something. I ain't gonna say who it was or what they named, but somebody had told me they came home one day and their daughter's boyfriend was taking a shower in their house. I was like, what? What? And he don't live there? I'm like, hold up, what the hell you mean? First of all, even when my sons were grown, like young adults, even my 20-year-old now, ain't no girls over here unless I'm home. I don't care how old you is. If you ain't old enough to pay all over $2,000 of these bills in this house, then you can't just be having no females parlayed up in this shit while I'm going all day at work. It ain't gonna happen. And she sure ain't gonna be taking no showers over in this shit while I'm not here. Like, why does your girlfriend have the need to take a shower while she's over at your house? What's wrong with her shower? Was y'all doing something for her to require a shower in my house? Some shit like that. I had girl. Oh my god! One time, my mother caught a boy in my room. She caught this boy in my room. He had spent the night, and the next morning, we call ourselves trying to study for a test, real quietly. If he ever watches this video, he'll know who I'm referring to. Some of my friends know exactly who I'm referring to. But we thought we call ourselves studying for a test at like 5 something in the morning before we had to get out the house, because like school started at like 7:40, and I think the bus came at like 7:05 or 7 o'clock or something like that. So we would usually leave out the house because I had to sneak him out the house. So we would usually leave out the house kind of early, like probably like 6:30 or something like that. And so we call ourselves trying to study for a test. And it was like our first class. And so we up there whispering. We trying to be real quiet, real quiet. And I got the lock on my door because I kept a lock on my door. And it was a ghetto lock too. It was one of those, you know how back in the day, I know I ain't the only one who did it, who nailed a nail to the door, to the wall, and then would bend the nail and then just slide it up and down to keep people from coming in your room. That's what I had. Okay, a homemade lock on my door. But we was whispering and we going back and forth and quizzing each other on the test. I can't even remember if it was science. I don't know what it was. But then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. Yes? Yes? Mom? What? Open this door. Why you got this door locked? What you doing? I'm like, I'm studying for a test. I don't know what to say. I was like, should I say I'm on the phone? Should I say I'm studying for a test? Or, something like that. And she was like, open this door right now. And I'm like, oh my God. So the dude, he got up and he ran. Well, not ran. He kind of like tiptoed because we was trying to be discreet. So he made his way into my closet, and I was in one of those old school houses. We always had one of them old houses that we lived in growing up. And my room had to be one of those rooms that had a closet that had like a top step or something in there where you couldn't even step into the closet. You would have to like step your foot way up like 12 inches to step up into the closet. One of those old type of closets. So he stepped up into the closet and took some of my clothes and blankets and stuff, and he tried to hide inside the closet, right? So after he did all that, I made myself presentable and opened the door. And she comes in. What's that noise in here? You got somebody here? I said, no, Mom, I told you I was on the phone, or I told her I was studying. I told her something. And she was like, oh, really? And she said, well, I need you to go downstairs and wash those dishes before you get ready for school. And I'm thinking, we don't leave dishes in the house overnight. Not when I was growing up. I don't know about y'all house, but my mama didn't play that shit. Every dish down to the last fork and spoon had to be washed. The sink had to be cleaned before we went to bed. So I knew there wasn't no dishes in the sink, and therefore I already knew I was caught. I started walking down the stairs. I was so terrified. I was scared. I just wanted to piss shit on myself. I didn't know what to do. I had the bubble guts. I was scared because Sister Mary was about to find my boyfriend in my closet. And so I'm walking down the stairs, quiet as I can be, trying to listen. And next thing I hear is, ow! Ow! Man, she was up there messing my boyfriend up. I didn't see it. I just heard about it. I heard it and I heard about it from him later on. She was knocking him all upside his head. I mean, my mama was giving it to him. The hell you doing in my house? What you in my closet for? She was going off on him. He took off. Now, he wasn't even all the way clothes. He had on like boxers and socks and shit. She took his clothes. She threw his clothes at him. Get the hell out of my house. And my dad, he had already left for work because he worked at a packing plant and he had to be at work at like 5:36 in the morning. So he had already left because he had to drive out of town to the next state to right over the bridge to the next state to go to work. So he was already gone. Thank you, Jesus. He was already gone. I don't know what would happen if my dad was there. I don't know. But anyway, mama took care of it. She tried to whip his ass, whipped him on down the stairs. I was down in the kitchen by then. And I was like, oh my God, how embarrassing. Oh my God. But not only was I embarrassed, but I was like, she about to mess me up, boy. But she never did. She yelled at me. She screamed at me. She put that boy outside with his clothes and his Nikki Green. You probably know who I'm talking about. You know my boyfriend that was in school. His name started with a U. So you know who I'm talking about. It started with a U and it was 3 letters long. His first name. African. But yeah, his daddy was African. But he always liked my dudes dark black. Most people know me. Every dude I done dated has been literally like as black as this mic, as black as my shirt, down to my second son's father. I just love them dark. Darker the berry, sweeter the juice. And it is. Nikki Green, you said, I know. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Man, that was the funniest shit ever. And I know I must have told you. Y'all, you probably remember the story because I know I told my friends at school. I know I told you. I told Sugar Bear. I know I told all my friends at school. But yeah, that shit was funny. And when we got to school, because he had nowhere to go because my mom had put him out and our bus wasn't even coming to my bus. He was riding my bus. And back then, all you had to do is write a fake letter from your parents and give it to the bus driver so you can have permission to ride a different bus to the school. So he didn't have nowhere to go. So basically all he did was walk around the neighborhood till it was time for me to leave the house. So we kind of met down the street and walked to the bus stop. We had our friends cracking up all the way to school on the bus when they found out what happened. It was so funny, but I never did it again. But yeah, my mom, she went off on me, and my mother was a very religious woman, so she didn't curse. Nobody can ever say they heard my mother curse to the day she died 5 years ago. Well, it'll be 6 years in May, but she never cursed. But she would make up she made up stuff to say to you, but she never cursed. But she went clean off, clean off. I was grounded for a long time. But she didn't lay hands on me. I was surprised she didn't lay hands on me, and I was a little older. I was older. I was still a teenager, but I was older. But still, shoot, I done been hit upside the head. I done been shoot as a teenager, so I just knew she was gonna try to. Man, I was just downstairs prepare myself. I know she gonna come down here and it's on and popping, but she just cussed me out. Well, not curse, but I'm so used to saying curse when people go off on somebody, because that's usually what they do, curse people out. But yeah, she beat his ass. But she didn't touch me. I was so shocked. And that's one thing I learned from my mother. And my sons, they could tell you there's been times where I was so angry, so furious, mad enough to where if you hit them, they might end up really hurt. So you have to withstand, you have to refrain, you have to walk away, you have to do some Hail Marys, do Jesus, You got to plead the blood to bring your blood pressure back down and go to your room. I used to smoke back then. I used to smoke cigarettes. Go have a cigarette. Make me a drink. I used to drink Paul Masson back in the day, Coke 45. I made me something to drink. And I would calm myself down. And then if I disciplined them, I would do it later, or I would just talk to them. Because my mother, I think if she would have put her hands on me, yeah, I would have went to school all just messed up. Just messed up. I probably wouldn't even want to go to school. But yeah, it was one of those things where she was so upset. She just yelled and screamed, and I think she went to her room and slammed her door, and that was like it. And I felt like really, really bad. Even though she didn't put her hands on me, I felt like horrible. Like, I know she was looking at me like, you little fast tailed heifer, you little hot ass, you little. I know she was like, where did I go wrong? I done raised this girl in church. We go to church damn near every day of the year, including the summer tent revivals in the blazing heat. I mean, I know she was like, how did I fail? Like, I know she was. And if she's looking down on me right now, she's probably cracking the hell up because it wasn't funny then, but it's funny now. But yeah, I don't know if I ever told y'all that story before, but a lot of my friends and family know about that story when my boyfriend got caught in my bed early in the morning one school day. But yeah, so that was a little story time. Y'all know every now and then I like to give y'all a little story time, be a little transparent with my peeps, with my hoodies. So, from my table to your table, I hope you enjoyed that little story time. But I'm gonna get out of here because again, I don't know what time they're gonna do the power outages for our city. But they are having rotating. Matter of fact, let me show y'all real quick for those of y'all who don't live in our city and who might be like, damn, what the hell? They about to turn y'all power off on purpose, and you done paid your light bill and they still gonna turn your power off? Like, what kind of shit is that? But yeah, right here, February 15th. This was last updated at 5:33 p.m. And it says power companies begin forced outages as bitter temps push electric infrastructures to the limit. And as you can see, this is Nebraska. For those of y'all who don't know, we right in the middle, smack dab in the middle of the map. And kind of over here by this star is where Omaha is. We are like kind of over here where I'm pointing my arrow. I mean, where I'm pointing my mouse. We kind of like right here.
Well, Alexander and David, it was during my interview with the CEO and president of OPPD when that emergency order came down, forcing utility companies to get those power outages in order. Tim Burke tells me this move is unprecedented to take these extreme measures. Now, he does say they need to take pressure off the grid so they don't have to resort to rolling blackouts for everyone.
We, had to scramble a little bit and get into our emergency procedures. But fortunately, with our backup generator and things in place.
Hillcrest Health and Rehab, a skilled nursing facility in Bellevue, is on the OPPD circuit that lost power Monday.
Caught by surprise, but unfortunately, we're always ready for power outage.
Jim Janicki with Hillcrest Health says the outage lasted an hour and the facility tests its generator every 30 days, so they were ready for this emergency.
This is incredibly unusual. Incredibly abnormal.
The emergency alert went out during my interview with OPPD's CEO and president, Tim Burke.
Just minutes ago, we were told by SPP, they asked us to curtail or to have planned outages of about 28 megawatts.
OPPD operates on the Southwest Power Pool, an independent energy system covering 14 states from Louisiana to the Canadian border. Burke says it's been a challenge getting resources to Texas and Oklahoma, putting a strain on the rest of the grid.
And so we've actually gone in our system, essentially shut down some substations in order to reduce that load. And we'll do that for an hour, and then we'll essentially take another system out and bring that system back up again.
To help prevent further outages and even a rolling blackout, which shuts down everything, not just concentrated areas like parts of Bellevue, utility companies want you to help conserve energy. Turn down your thermostat and throw on an extra blanket. Shut the fireplace damper. Unplug items you're not using. And don't use the washer or dryer or dishwasher.
We are in probably the most critical time over the next 24 hours.
Well, Burke tells me they only get minutes of warning from the Southwest Power Pool. That's why they can't give you a heads up if you're going to find out if you will be part of those planned outages. He says that's why everyone just needs to be prepared to lose their power for about an hour, and that's why they're asking for your help. They even asked us here at KETV to help out. We actually went on generator power for about 5 hours today. Back to you guys.
Yeah, so that's the tea, y'all. That's the tea. And yes, there were people who were out of power. I don't know if there's people who's still out of power, across the rest of the country. But yeah, from what Cedric said earlier, there was like millions of people who was out of power for like 12 hours. So yeah, 2.8 million people is what Cedric said. And it went on from 3 a.m. yesterday to 3 p.m. today. So they didn't have no power. So when they do these rolling outages, it's kind of how they do in the summertime. When it's way too hot, when it's like well over the hundreds, in a particular area, and like even down south, they'll tell people not to run your water, don't run your sprinklers, and sometimes if the grid is just getting overworked from people running their air, they'll turn off the power. They have rolling power outages, in the summertime across the country. But I've never seen them or heard of them doing that in the wintertime here, in our area of Nebraska or in Omaha where I live. So I'm not looking forward to it, but what can you do? I got my phone powered up. I told my son keep his phone on the charger because when and if our neighborhood, our area has to be along that rolling power outage, the forced power outages, at least we'll have our phones charged. We both got data on our phone. So if but then again, if the data is out, I'm like, if they turn off the grids and stuff, will our data even work on our phone? We should still be able to make phone calls, like if 911, if we have to, you know what I'm saying? And if an emergency, yeah, I don't know, but they said it won't be for long if they do. If particular areas get forced, if they force their power off, due to the rolling power outages, they said it'll be like an hour or two, and then they'll turn the grid back on. Then they'll go to another grid in a different part of the city, and then we're gonna have to take out all the blankets, because I don't even keep my heat up that high. I keep it up on like 74. Some people in the wintertime be having a heat like right now where it's like it's approaching -20 because that's how cold it's supposed to be overnight here in Omaha. But right now it's -10 here in Omaha. Last night it was -14. Right now it's -10 and it's only 8 something in the evening. They said it'll be up to -20 before the morning. So it's freezing cold here. It's cold here, y'all. I'm gonna try to, Nikki. I'm gonna try to stay warm. I told my son, I said, we'll be okay. If it's just for a few hours, we'll be fine. But with it being -20 degrees outside, how long can a home sustain heat? And I would hope I'm like, somebody even suggested to me to like in the bathrooms and where there's pipes, like in the kitchen and stuff under the sink, to leave all your cabinets open so that the heat in your house can circulate inside the cabinets, because it's so many people here in our city with freezing pipes, busted pipes. Matter of fact, I didn't even tell y'all, but our water heater is broke. I didn't even tell y'all. I didn't even tell y'all. I mean, the people, my Facebook friends, they know that my water heater broke and I can't get a new one until tomorrow morning because the company who was coming out to fix it, they had so many people with busted and frozen pipes and furnaces not working. So they tried to fix my water heater today. They spent hours down there, but they figured out it was a broke part. And so they said if the Home Depot don't have the part when they go pick it up, they gonna have to buy me a brand new water heater. And I got one of the top of the line, one of the newer, most expensive water heaters out there, and only had it for 3 years, and it's broke. So when these temperatures are this cold, you don't know what happened. I'm just lucky that our heat worked. Yeah, we ain't got no hot water right now because of the water heater went out, but we got cold water. I can warm it up on the stove. We can, take little baths. I can warm up some water to wash the dishes. But with my son, I've been like, okay, use paper cups, use paper plates, use paper, forks and spoons because I don't want to pile up dishes, kind of wash them and heat water and all that kind of, so yeah. You said in the shy when the power would go out, we would rely on our gas stove. I don't have a gas stove. I don't have a gas stove. Nope, I don't have a gas stove. I haven't had a gas stove in a long time. And actually, I don't even like gas stoves. I I used to have them back in the day, but I really prefer not to have a gas stove, but they do come in handy. And shoot, even back in the day when I lived at home when I was younger, and sometimes when they just couldn't pay the gas bill, we was po folks. My mom would turn on that gas in the wintertime, and we would stay warm and toasty. It would warm up them old houses that we stayed in until mom and dad could get down there and put some money on that gas bill. But them things that I went through growing up, we was poor. We lived in the hood. We didn't make a lot of money. And it was times where we didn't have no phone, no cable, no water, no lights. Shoot, I remember dad one time running water hoses from neighbors' houses, filling up our tub, filling up our sinks, filling up buckets of water. I remember all those days. All those days. So I'm grateful. I'm always grateful for everything that God blesses me with. And ever since I basically been on my own since my very first apartment, I ain't never went out with no lights. I ain't never went out with no heat. I've always had cable. I've always had a phone. It was stints where I didn't have a car because the car broke down and I had to save up, stack up for another one. But other than that, I always had a car, and it's been hard, as a single parent, it's been hard, but they both ground now. They both ground, and I think I did a pretty good job with what we have. So yes, thank you for the prayers. Thank you. Please, if y'all down south or somewhere warm, send some of that heat. Send some of that heat up here so some of this snow can melt, because we still got like in some areas like 2 feet of snow. In some areas, where the drifts are, if not taller. So yeah. But you said your oldest son stay in your area also, so you could not even run to his house. Yeah, my oldest son, he's literally, I can walk to his house in minutes. My oldest son, it was so funny when he moved out for the first time. I was like, where y'all gonna be living? I'm like, oh my God, where y'all gonna live? I need the address. So, I hope y'all ain't moving far, all this kind of stuff. He was like, Mom, we like 2 blocks away. I was like, yes, yes. I'm like, that's sad because I didn't want him to move out. I know he was, he was around that time where he's like, Mom, I just want to move out with my girlfriend. We think we ready, woo, woo, woo. And I just knew when he moved out that it was going to be within no time a grandbaby. That's what happens. Kids move out and they be having sex all over the house from the window to the wall. Y'all know how it go as young adults. Y'all get y'all first place with y'all boo, and that's all you do. Just like rabbits, just like rabbits, like the Energizer Bunny. All the doggone time. I knew it wouldn't take long. And although I am very glad to, I'm looking forward to my little G baby. Um, I just knew it was gonna happen. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want him to move out with his girlfriend, because I'm like, I just know it's like it always happens. But Kelly said, "Hey Kelly, you said you live in Oklahoma and it's so same. Right now it's -8. I've been hearing that it's cold down there. Yeah, they said it's cold down in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. I don't know what's going on down south, but somebody and I can't remember who it was, but somebody down south, they had posted something on their Facebook, said, y'all people up north, I think y'all weather is down here skinny dipping in my backyard, or it says something like that. Can you please come get your weather? But yeah, so it's cold everywhere. It's cold everywhere. Yes, Miss Hall, you know how it is when you young. Shoot, young and very active and feisty and flexible. You know, the old days where you could go all day and all night long. Like, I remember those days. Shoot, I remember those days. But yeah, you said your friend in New Mexico, they cold too. Oh man. I'm just like, all we can do is pray for heat, y'all. Pray for heat. But does this mean it's gonna be a hot ass summer? Because y'all know I don't like the heat. If anybody don't know nothing about me, y'all know I do not like the heat. In the summertime, I love to come out at nighttime. Sit outside on the patio, on the porch, on the deck. I love sipping my little drink, you know, reading me a good book, or have my laptop out and reading something, or watching something on the laptop, or kicking it with my friends. You know, I like to do that at nighttime. But in the summertime, mm-mm-mm. If you invite me anywhere to anything and it's going to be like really super hot, I'll be really late, because I'm trying to come like when the sun goes down, like in that show I'll be reviewing. Ruthless. Their theme song is called When the Sun Goes Down. That's when I'll be there. When the sun goes down, I'll be at your picnic. I'll be at your birthday party. I'll be at your son's party. I'll be late. I'll have a gift. I'll even bring a plate. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna bring it because all the food gonna be done. So I'm always I eat ahead of time, because by the time I get there, all the food. So I'll bring like some drinks or some pops or some juice, or something like that. That be like later on into the evening. But yeah, in the summertime, don't ask me to come outside or come to no damn, and it's like 100 some degrees outside. It gets humid here in the Midwest. Mm-mm. Time. I'm all about the nighttime in the summertime. All about it. You said it's gonna be spring in 3 days. Ooh, that's a good thing. That's good. Cannot wait. Nikki said young, horny, and free. Yeah, that's how them young kids are. Shoot, I don't remember the last time I had some. Shoot, maybe that's why I'm still talking about it. Like, damn, boy, to be young again, boy. Shoot, and to run into some of them. Never mind. That's the past. That's the past. About to have some flashbacks, y'all. About to have some flashbacks. Ah. Hey, Annie. Hey, Cutting. You said yes, fam. We have snow in Mississippi. I heard. Ain't that crazy? Wow. How much snow did y'all get in Mississippi, Annie? That is crazy. It's like just the whole United States. Like, somebody said it's because of Trump. I don't know. That he caused all this cold because he's so cold. Is that what had happened? Did he cause all this cold weather because he's so dark and cold? I don't know. That's what somebody said earlier in the chat. You said do an elder mother. Daikon. What are you doing, Daikon? Why are you talking to the roof? Now you know the highest don't like that, Daikon. Ooh, if you get in trouble, ooh, he will take you to the punishment trailer, Daikon. Ooh, bad boy. Bad boy. There you go, Nikki. You know, me and Elder Mother have a love-hate relationship on that show. I love Ruthless, but me and Elder Mother, we have a love-hate relationship on that show. She gets on my nerves. Ugh. Just a scandal. Like, why out of everybody on that show, she the only one that sound like she Jamaican or from the islands or somewhere? Oh, cranky old witch. Oh, wait. I can't wait till the next season come on. I can't wait till the next season come on. You welcome. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to get my butt up off of here. And get ready for, I don't know what's going to happen. I pray they don't shut our power off in our district. I pray that a lot of people do like the electric company is begging them to do and unplug things that you don't have running. They said don't use the washers, the dryers, don't use your dishwasher. I'm gonna go around the house and I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna unplug like coffee makers, and I'm gonna unplug stuff that we're not using, and in hopes that they won't turn off the power grid in our area. But if they go around and on those rolling power outages through tomorrow night, if they happen to turn your power off, just try to stay as warm as you can. Put on an extra layer of clothes. Put some more covers on your bed. If you got a gas stove, turn that bad boy on. But they said it'll only be like an hour or two stints, throughout the city if they have to do the rolling power outages to preserve the energy, the grids. So yeah. You said get ready, Queen Sugar. Yes, Queen Sugar comes on Tuesday. Yes, I can't wait. Ralph Angel, y'all. Ralph Angel, that is one fine black specimen of a man. Whew, whew, girl. Thanks for reminding me, Ms. Hall. But if y'all watch Queen Sugar, for those who have been following me for a while, follow me from my other YouTube channel, from Tanya's Primetime TV. Y'all know that Queen Sugar is still one of them shows that I still do reviews on. I'm all caught up on all the TV show reviews, all the TV shows that I do reviews on, except for tomorrow night. I'm gonna review Bell Collective, them southern bougie bells in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm going to review that show tomorrow night, episode 5. And then Wednesday, I'm going to review Housewives of Atlanta, episode 9. And then tonight, I did a review on Sisters, episode 15. So yeah, I'm pretty caught up on, y'all know I review a lot of TV shows on top of doing regular videos, and then our Friday night live shows. So I'm trying to stay caught up, but your sister girl has been working like long days, for like many months. So I'm trying to keep up with all my TV show reviews. Oh yeah, matter of fact, Basketball Wives is back on for y'all basketball fans. If y'all have been missing Basketball Wives, it is now on episode. Dang, what episode is it on? Is it 3? No, episode 2. Yeah, it is now on episode 2. So I will be reviewing Basketball Wives also. Probably Thursday. Yeah, probably Thursday. So I'm gonna do one review per night. And then y'all know, for those of y'all who don't know, I have been reviewing the book, the throwback book, Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Soldier. I have been reviewing that book because of the fact that the Coldest Winter Ever Part 2 comes out in like a month. So anybody who is a fan of the Coldest Winter Ever, a fan of Winter Sagiaga and her life story, that Part 2 book is coming out in another month. So in honor of that, I picked up the old book I'm reading through it, and we're doing weekly reviews, a few chapters at a time, leading up to the release of part 2 of the story of Winter Santiago, the coldest winter ever by Sister Soldier. So, if y'all missed my review a couple of days ago, I did chapters 1 through 3 of the coldest winter ever. And oh my God, it was good. Y'all know how I am with my book reviews, honey. I bring you right on into the book. I don't read the book to you. I do a review, and you would have thought that I read the book to you without even reading the entire book to you. So yes, check that out. The coldest winter ever, chapters 1 through 3. I reviewed that the other day. It was fun, and I did it live. Every book review I will do live so that you guys can participate. So if y'all haven't read the coldest winter ever in a long time, pick up that book, reread it so that everything will be fresh in your mind. Winter and her family and all her friends and all her trials and tribulations and heartbreaks, and you know, pick up the book. If you don't have it, buy it, rent it, get it on audio, get it from the library, check it out, but yeah, reread the book, The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Soldier, because we are reviewing that. It has been 20 years since we have heard from Winter Santiago. 20 years since Sister Soldier first put out The Coldest Winter Ever book. So I am more than excited for part 2 to come out in another month or so. And just like part 1 that we're doing now, we're reviewing from the beginning of the book, a couple of chapters at a time, leading up to the release date of the new book. After we finish reviewing the first book, I'm going to review part 2, the book that's going to come out next book. Again, I'll read to myself a couple of chapters at a time. Then I'll come on live, and y'all be reading y'all book too, so we can all review like a couple of chapters at a time and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So yes, please check out those videos. I do book reviews, TV show, movie, documentary reviews. All you gotta do is just go through my videos, from Basketball Wives to Ruthless to Housewives of Atlanta, Bell Collective, Sisters, Good Girls. I do so many TV show reviews. It's crazy. So if y'all ever need some type of entertainment or want my opinions on all these different TV shows, check out my videos. Just go through the list, and I got I do have I do have playlists. So I have playlists for everything. Playlist for the Basketball Wives, playlist for Sisters, playlist for Bell Collective, for Sisters, for Ruthless, for Power, for every TV show that I do reviews on. I have a playlist. So if you want, you can just click on playlist and just go through them and see what you want to check out, if that makes it easier for you. But everybody, have a good night. I'm out of here. Your girl is out of here. Thank you for tuning in, hoodies, from my table to your table. I love you guys. I love you guys very, very much. I love and appreciate all your support. Make sure if you didn't like the video on the way in, make sure you like the video on the way out. Make sure you share the video. I hope you enjoyed tonight. I hope everybody buckle down and keep warm, because it is frigid temps all over the country, y'all. All over the country. And also, subscribe to the Hood Table. If you are new to the table, subscribe to the Hood Table, become a hoodie. And if you would like to become a member of the Hood Table for $1.99 per month to support the Hood Table and get special privileges and be entered in contests like we do every month. I'm always giving stuff away on this platform. Ask anybody. I always giving stuff away to people who support the Hood Table. So yeah. But yeah, so on that note, like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, IG, Twitter. Oh yes. Sometimes I be forgetting to say we have a Facebook group. So for those of y'all who want to join our Facebook group, of course, it's just like the Hood Table on here. We discuss everything from the hood to the White House. So if you want to join our Facebook group, feel free. Look up the Hood Table on Facebook, click the join button, and hit us up on IG, Twitter, as well. And we got a website, thehoodtable.com. So yeah, we are everywhere. Follow us everywhere and support the Hood Table. And if you on IG and you follow me, please hit me up in my inbox or somewhere and let me know who you are so I can follow you back. Because I don't follow every single person back that follows me on IG or Twitter. But if you support the Hood Table, you know what I'm saying? I will definitely follow you back on IG and Twitter. And also in our Facebook group, we have Fridays. Fridays is Follow Me Friday. So I make a post, and sometimes I do forget, but that don't mean you still can't post on Fridays, okay? If I forget, just make your own post. But on Fridays in our Facebook group is Follow Me Friday, and I'll make a post, announce it's Follow Friday. Underneath the post on the Facebook, put your YouTube channel, your IG, your Twitter, if you have a website, if you sell stuff. And then on Saturdays, we do support our own Saturday in our Facebook group. So do the Saturdays you can basically just make a post and say I am such and such and I sell such and such, or I run a daycare, or I'm a lawyer, or I'm a barber, or I'm a mechanic, or I whatever you do. You know, Saturdays in our Facebook group is support our own Saturdays. Whether you bake, cook, whatever. You know, that's in our Facebook group. You can post that on Saturdays. It's all in the rules. It's all in the rules. So sometimes I'll be super busy and I'll forget to say it's support our own Saturday or it's Follow Me Friday. Drop the links, but it's in the rules. It's in the group rules. So feel free on Fridays and Saturdays to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's my way of giving back support and allowing you to get your business and all your information out there and grow your channels, your IGs, your Twitters, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know, in our group. You got to show support to get support, right? That's how it goes. Slide Jones, what's up? You said someone on Twitter just said the power outages in Texas are being done on purpose. Yeah, that's how ours are going to be done too. That's how ours are going to be done too. And I guess if they do turn off a grid, I guess, you know, it will be like maybe millions. But then again, Omaha isn't like, but it's not just Omaha. It's like you saw the map that I showed you. So it's up north from us and it's down north from us, just state after state after state that OPPD controls in this Midwest region. So yeah, it could be millions without power if they turn off a grid. I'm just gonna run around my house and unplug everything that I don't need, and hopefully they won't have to turn the power off. But they are definitely talking about turning the power off. It's all over the news. So, oh Lord Jesus. Anyway, y'all stay safe, be blessed, and I don't know. I don't like being in the dark, y'all. I do not like being in the dark. I don't like sleeping in the dark. I always got a nightlight on, my TV on, something on in the dark. So that's the thing I'm really gonna hate is them purposely turning off my lights. Like I've been paying my damn light bill forever. Y'all ain't never had to shut my stuff off, and now y'all gonna turn it off, and it's in the dead of winter. But I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Pray for my spirit, and I'll pray for you guys too, because I know Omaha is not the only cold place on earth right now. So again, on that note, stay safe, be blessed, always remain vigilant, and always to my hoodies, from my table to your table, keep it hood. Bye.